everyone. Good evening and welcome to our April Village Board meeting. If you could please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So this is our annual organizational meeting, but before we get to the business of the meeting, we have an exciting part in the very front, which is swearing in our new village officials. And to do that this evening, we have the Honorable James Green here himself tonight to do that wonderful work. And Nick, if we could start with you, Trustee Fahrenkopf, if you could step over to the microphone. And we'll start with your...
Should I film this for posterity?
So should we be speaking into or just share
Probably.
shared microphone? Okay.
Shared microphone and probably facing more of the audience because that's, yeah, there you go.
That's right.
They could see at home.
Well, before we do the oaths, I just wanted to briefly thank not the new trustees or re-elected trustees and all of you. Public service in a small village like this is so incredibly important, so thank you. And I just wanted to say that not only as someone else here in the village with holding an office, but as a citizen. Thank you. It's hard work, it's thankless work, and as our Mayor Emeritus James Goen used to say, it's long hours, low pay, and everyone yells at you. Welcome to public service. So.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight and doing this work.
No, my pleasure. Okay, so raise your right hand and repeat after me. And I, fill in your name,
I, Nicholas Fahrenkopf,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of village trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
And Trustee Nance, it is your turn.
I don't have to give the speech again, right? Yeah,
No,
that was good.
one speech is good.
All right, that's good.
We loved it.
Thank you for everyone's good humor. Raise your right hand, and I do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of village trustee
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
And as the board, we'd love to welcome our newly elected justice, the Honorable Bridget Holohan Scally. If you could come forward. Nice, sweetheart. Welcome. We're happy to have new faces.
Congratulations on your hard-fought election. Okay. So I
I, Bridget Holohan Scally,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of village justice
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of village justice
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations and welcome. Yes, you should stop over tomorrow.
Yes, he will teach you everything you need to know.
Was it
Welcome.
those three? Was
Those
there anyone
three. Unless you want to do more, we can just swear some
else?
people
Does anyone
in.
want to be sworn into any office?
I think we're good.
Come on.
Thank you so much
Madam
for
Mayor.
joining us.
Thank you for
We
having me.
appreciate it. Thank you. We'll just
you.
clap for you just because, you know. Well, welcome to our new justice and welcome back again, trustees. So glad to have you staying on the board with us. Let me move down here. Let's see. The next part on our agenda is the 2023 organizational meeting. You have an attachment. I think we've reviewed the schedules and the things in it. So for those of you at home, this organizational meeting talks about things like everyone's roles as far as the trustees, some of them, like For instance, trustee Farronkopf is also deputy mayor, fire department liaison, it has the liaison positions mentioned. We have 2 new positions on the zoning board of appeals. James Sullivan and Andrea Witham have both moved up from alternates into voting members on that board. And I really want to thank Laura Murphy and Sal Tazone for their many years' experience on, it was planning and zoning board, and we thank them for all the service they gave to the village. Let's see, I'm moving down, the official newspaper, Altamont Enterprise is listed, Spotlight. It shows our official banks, kind of our personnel policies and holiday schedules. All of that is something that, this, we look at. Our village engineer list is listed on here as well. Village council, and kind of our, everything about our training and things like that and our authorization. So that is the part there. So consider a resolution to adopt the proposed appointments, designations, schedules, personnel, and financial procedures contained within the organizational and meeting agenda. So could I have a motion for that?
So moved.
John? And second?
I'll second.
Nick? And roll call, please.
Trustee Matulowicz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkopf?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. We're going to move down to staff reports. Fire Department, do you have anything additional you want to share with us? No, I do not. Okay. Public Works, Jeff, do you have something for us?
Just a couple quick things. We're gonna start flushing hydrants on Monday. I'll send a nixle out. Let's see, we've been getting some phone calls about those streets and the plow damage on lawns. We're just starting to work on that. It's been a tough winter. Roads took a pretty good hit. I think most of it was because after winter, we didn't have frost and
Right.
nothing to strengthen the roads up, and also, it was great for pushing sod up on people's
Yeah.
lawns. So we're gonna be working on that, and, that's about it. We're, picking up bags and brush on Monday too. We're gonna start a regular schedule. We've been around a few times to pick up random bags, but it'll be more schedulized then. Just wanna remind everybody, keep the bags light enough so one person can pick them up, put them in a truck. No rocks or concrete, and also smaller bundles, same thing, that one person can pick up, no longer than 4 foot long, and have them bundled up good so they can stay together on the truck.
Yeah, Jeff and I talked about that because as I was walking around the village, I think people are just forgetting to bundle. And when
Yeah.
we have one person picking up things, they can't, and they have to get to the whole village quickly. We need them to be tied. So there's a lot of stuff out there that's not tied right now. So you might even put a nixle out just to remind people, because the newsletter doesn't come out for, I think, another month, about a month and a half, so.
Yeah, I'll do that, and the guys also have a paper that'll
For
stick in
that,
the,
yeah.
stick in the door too, that
Okay, just to
just
remind people.
explain why we're not picking them up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody have questions?
No.
for Jeff? No? Well, thank you.
Great, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Somebody puts, wait a minute, somebody put cement in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Bags with rocks,
Yeah.
Oh,
cement,
jeez.
Yeah.
In a leaf bag.
and a leaf
How
bag,
else are
yeah.
you gonna get rid of cement?
Okay,
Kidding, don't do
I
it.
was just shocking.
It was Nick, apparently.
It's gotta be a shock for you
Just
guys.
saying.
All
When
right.
you're trying to pick it up.
It's a magic
push it
bag, you
back.
put anything in it, it disappears, right?
Okay, let me move to, I don't think we have anything more for the police department this evening. No, all right, thank you. And for the treasurer's report, I saw everybody had a chance to review and sign the vouchers and the abstract. Can I have a motion to accept for this
So
one?
moved.
Michelle, and second,
I'll second.
Tressa. And roll call, please.
Trustee Matulowicz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkopf?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Moving down to the public comment portion, if anybody has something they'd like to share with the board at the microphone, this is your time to do it. If you have a comment about the budget, you can maybe wait just a minute, and we'll have open the public hearing for that. I don't see any big movement, so I'm going to move to item number 1 on our agenda. Allison, can I ask you to read the legal notice to open up the public hearing?
Please take notice that the Village of Altamont will conduct a public hearing in the Community Room, 115 Main Street, Altamont, State of New York, Albany County, on April 4th, 2023, at 7:00 p.m. to consider the 2023-2024 village budget before final adoption. By order of the of the Board of Trustees, Village of Altamont, Patty Blackwood, Village Clerk, March 23rd, 2023.
Thanks so much, appreciate it. Before I have anybody come up to the microphone, I'll just give you a couple of highlights of our budget for those of you especially at home. These are available in the village office, and they're also good online. If they're not, you'll probably be online tomorrow, the new budget. There are some highlights that we did. I guess I could say we were able to stay under the tax cap without making cuts to any of our departments. No cuts in services as well. We made some increases to the library for support for the library as well as the police department. We were able to do a 2% cost of living for staff. Putting some money aside for things like the comprehensive plan review that's coming up starting this spring. We were able to put more money aside for engineering. You've heard us talk over the last year. You know we've had multiple projects with water and sewer, and we have exceeded this past year our engineering, budgets. So we felt it was important to put more aside in all of those areas, general fund, water fund, sewer fund for engineering, because we have more work, it's continuing. So that was another place we had to put some more money. And we also put up money aside for things like training new employees down the road. This year, we're looking at a retirement, and we like to do, when we know somebody is going to retire, maybe in the new year, to have money to bring someone in a little bit early to train them in those positions. So that's an important thing we wanted to make sure we budgeted for. I'm not sure if anybody else has anything to add, but with that, I guess I'll just open up the microphone if anybody has a comment about the budget and would like to ask a question or come on up and share a thought.
I'm not sure who you're looking for.
I know, it's you.
Just one at a time, please.
You just say, maybe it'll bend down, there you go.
Thank you,
That's better.
and good evening, and
Good
thank you
evening.
to the new trustees and all of you for your work. I wanted to say thanks first. I appreciate the time and energy you take on this budget. I've been able to attend the budget workshops, and I find that really informative. I don't actually remember if you put the highlights in the village newsletter, but I think that might
could.
be useful,
Sure, good idea.
for other folks to know the kind of thinking that goes into the budget. And a couple of things that I noted in the budget workshops, I really appreciated the attention to the whole, I'm not going to get it right, Jeff, but you could in the newsletter.
That's why I'm writing that note right now.
That water treatment and how you're looking at a different way of doing that will save money. I think that's really important for people to know. I appreciate the attention you've put into thinking about future and being ready for any disasters. I think that's really important. I wish that we were able to give a higher COLA to our staff employees. I don't think 2% begins to address, and it leaves them behind in my mind, particularly considering inflation in the past year. And I appreciate the service that they provide. And I also wanted to ask, were we able to give the library what they asked for?
We were not able to give the library what they asked for, but it is an increase over last year by $2,000.
Okay, and that's something that I would hope that we might be able to do in the future, because I really consider them a center for the village. They do a lot.
We do too. It was a substantial increase. It's not what they usually do because, again, costs are hitting them the same way they're hitting
Right.
us. So I think we were happy with, we got to do what we can do, at this point in time. And I know you did come to all the hearings, so you heard there were so many
Yeah.
things. The second hearing, we put, we didn't put money aside for the comp review. It
Right.
didn't even enter my mind when I did the sheets.
Yeah.
So we had to pull from, a few places, including the police department. We did take some back from them, even though it was still an increase on their end. They didn't, we had to
That
kind of.
balancing of all the
Balancing
costs.
act, yeah.
So, and then the other thought that I had is, part of what I heard was that when you're doing your budget, you try not to overestimate what you're going to get in terms of income from sales tax.
Opposite way, right.
You try to not overestimate what you're going to get.
Right, did you say, okay,
Right.
never mind. I'm
I
trying to
think
think how
I've
we.
got that,
Yes,
you know.
okay.
So, and
you're right.
I think I just read in the last week that sales tax is higher than
It is.
expected. So I don't know if there's a way to put in a little proviso that if we get this much more sales tax, we could do a bit more COLA or add a little bit more to library. Those are my thoughts.
Well, we have this opportunity, which is great, if something comes up, because right now, we haven't even budgeted for some of the things we know we need also. We left
Yeah.
off those lists. But if sales tax comes in way more than we expect, like we're seeing that we have it, we could do a project with, from the general fund if it's something we need, because that money goes
Right.
there. So it's, something we could discuss at a board meeting and then afford that way. And even, we've done pay increases last board meeting, I believe. We did a pay adjustment.
Yes,
So-
and I know that
so we
you've been
can do
really
that.
attentive
Yeah.
in the last couple of years
Yeah.
about
But I see what you're
doing
saying.
salary adjustments so that we don't lose the staff that we've
Right.
spent time training or who know how things work.
Yeah.
I really want to support that.
No, I
So
appreciate
thank you
that.
all.
Thanks so much for your
Thank
comments, and
Thank
thanks for
you.
coming to the budget.
Yeah, the two things I would add, right, is we did increase the amount of money we expect from sales tax. Maybe not all the way up, but we do kind of nudge it up.
It's a conservative approach, because you don't know.
It
That's,
is.
that's why, yeah.
And then the other thing I just want to remind people is like, we don't actually take in all the money. We have to always dip into our fund balance. So that kind of helps cover. Our appropriations are more than our revenues by a couple $10,000. So I don't know, I'm looking, there's Kathy.
Yeah.
And so that's normally not something we like doing, but we know that things like the sales tax are probably going to help put that out. Maybe we don't spend every budget line down to zero. So it's kind of one of those we have multiple cushions that
We want
kind
to
of
be
balance
safe,
things out.
yeah. Yeah. Anybody else have anything? No? Could I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So,
All right, Michelle, can you be second?
sounds good.
Okay, John is second. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. I'm going to move on to item number 2, consider approving the 2023-24 village budget. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Nick, in second,
I'll second.
and Tressa, and roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 3 is consider approving resolution for engineering planning grant 120889 regarding inflow and infiltration study on the village's sanitary sewer system. Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
John,
I'll
and
second.
Michelle is second. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 4 is consider authorizing Mayor Denine to sign an agreement with ChargeSmart EV for electric car charging station and support services after review by Village Council. This was a last-minute addition I was holding off to to the agenda. But Michelle started calling last summer. We've been talking with people for a new charging station up at the library lot. One half of it had broken about a year and a half ago, I'd say. And we're trying to get more commercial, municipal quality, unit there, so it'd be dependable. This group came in at the least expensive for us, and I need to go over the agreement with our council still, but it's basically a subscription cost for us would be $500 a year. And there's grant money, the grant incentives that they're using for the installation of it, and then part of it was being donated to us by their company. So we'll go over the paperwork, and that's what that is.
So this is to replace?
Replace the
a
two that are there,
broken
well, it's both of them, because it's always a dual unit usually.
Right.
So this is actually gonna be, I wish it could be wall mounted, but this one's gonna be right in the
Freestanding.
center, floor mounted, but 2 sides.
So the ones that were broken,
Are
there's no
gone.
warranty?
One is going, no, they're not. We didn't, that was something that we bought some time ago. They're more of a residential type. So I think, it just overuse on one of them. And the other one's been working. The
So I
other
see
one's-
this one, though, does come with some warranty.
Yes, and they will be responsible for all the maintenance and things like that. We won't be responsible for that. So, and I want to get a meter as well on the pole for just that, so we know what it's, so we can keep track of it. And I think that's a National Grid part, but I have to work on that. So this isn't coming immediate, yes, I want to get this done in the spring. They would like to do it in the spring, but Allison and I still just have to go over the paperwork. So could I have a motion?
So moved.
Michelle, and second,
I'll second.
Nick, and roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 5, consider authorizing Jeffrey Moeller, Superintendent of Public Works, to move forward with termination of water service on April 11th, 2023, if payment is not received from the following delinquent non-residents: Stephen and Susan Speccarelli, 6407 Gun Club Road; Thomas Family Foundation, 6378 Gun Club Road; and Crown of Roses Foundation LLC, 1109 Burn Altamont Road. Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Nick, and second
I'll second it.
is John. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 6 is consider approval of standard workday resolution of 6 hours a day for village clerk, treasurer, deputy treasurer, court clerk, administrative assistant, parks department historian, and office cleaner for New York State Retirement System for reporting purposes. Could I have a motion, please?
So
So-
moved. Oops, you can have it, John.
All right, John this time, Michelle is second. How about that? And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 7 is consider approval of standard workday resolution of 6 hours per day for mayor, trustees, and justices for New York State Retirement System for reporting purposes. Could I have an motion?
So moved.
Tressa, and second?
I'll do it.
Oh, she beat you, John. Michelle?
She got it.
She's closer, I think I hear her first. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 8 is consider approval of standard workday resolution of 8 hours per day for Department of Public Works and Police Department for New York State Retirement reporting purposes. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
John is first, and second? Nobody wants to do
I'll second.
it? Tressa? They get tired of all that. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 9 is consider request of Altamont Community Tradition to hold Altamont Green and Clean on April 22nd, 2023, from 9 till noon. Could I have a motion?
So, I'll second.
Michelle, and Nick is second. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Everybody get your wheelbarrows.
I'm marking it
Meet
on
us
my
up and
calendar
Mark
right
it on your
now.
calendars.
Actually, I have a question
Sure.
about that.
Yeah.
I saw like a sign up. You have to sign up on the sheet. Does anybody
No,
know?
you don't. I think they like to know, I mean, they're asking people to sign up just so they know maybe how they have numbers of how much help they might have.
Yeah, I
But
think
I
it's
think
on
people
Facebook.
also just come up if they're free, you know, if they're, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes to all of it? Yeah.
And you just go.
Come if you're free. I think it's a way of just helping. I think signing up gets it in people's head and reminds them too.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 It's
Okay.
not like if you come up and you have your shovel and your wheelbarrow and you're not signed up for them to say go home.
Oh, we have plenty of things for people to do.
Say, they're not gonna turn anybody away.
Honestly, it's a really great community day. And it helps give Altamont a real jump start on the spring and just the mulching, and then we're ready for the flowers to come up, you know, a month after that. It's really a great day, and everyone's, you know, usually less than 3 hours sometimes it gets done, you know, it's great. So lots of, you know,
Hope it's not raining. like
little
last
work
year.
with lots of hands. Yeah, it has been, yeah, it's been
And I
nice.
thought I saw somewhere that for people that can't like be doing heavy gardening, they were gonna have some people like do like garbage pickup.
Muscle strength first.
Yes,
I mean, not me personally, obviously, but I thought I saw something that there was alternate assignments, right?
Additional piece of that was sort of doing like going along the street.
like picking up garbage and things,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. But we still need those muscles because it gets, people need relief.
Families were doing that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were,
that's
they
nice.
were. Yeah, well, I think last year was a really nice day, if I recall. It was. Am I on item 10? I am.
Yes, you are.
Okay, did I do a motion for that? I just want to make sure I
Yes,
got.
you did.
Okay,
Yes.
I have the motions down, I didn't know if we took the vote. Consider request of Altamont Elementary PTA to hold the village-wide garage sales on May 6, 2023, from 9 to 4. Can I have a motion for that?
So moved?
Nick, and second
I'll second it.
is John, and roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 11 is consider request of Altamont Memorial Association to hold Altamont Memorial Day Parade on May 21st, 2023, from 2 to 5 p.m. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
John, and second,
I'll do it.
Michelle, and roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. So a month after you come up for the green and clean, you're gonna come march in a parade and don't be there at 1:30. Okay, let's move on to item 12. Consider request of Altamont Community Tradition to hold Strawberry Social on June 20th from 5 to 8 p.m. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Tressa, and second,
I'll do it.
Michelle? And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 13 is consider the request of Altamont Running Team to hold a Bozenkill 4-mile run walk on June 22nd, 2023, from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. I have a motion.
So moved.
John, and second,
I'll second.
Tressa. And you know, well, since we have 3 in a row of similar, can I say all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Nay.
That might make it easier. Is that okay?
Those are all the same.
Okay. Item 14 is consider request of Altamont Running Team to hold 25th Altamont 5K on July 29th, 2023, from 6:30 to 12:30 p.m. Can I have a motion?
So moved?
Nick, and second is
I'll second.
Tressa. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? I can't believe it's the 25th. I remember the 20th. That's a lot of years. Just amazing, actually. Consider the request of Altamont Running Team to hold the Helderberg 5K on July 16th from 7 to 12 o'clock. Can I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Michelle? And second,
Second.
John? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nope. Okay, we're good. Let me go back to, let's see, item 16. Consider approval of 2022 firefighter service award credits listing per recommendations of Paul Miller, Chief. Could I have a motion for that?
So moved?
Nick? And second?
I'll second.
And Tressa? And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 17 is consider request of the Altamont Fire Department to participate in the annual garage sale on May 6, 2023. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Tressa, and second
I'll second.
is Nick. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 18 is consider approval of board minutes for February 28th, March 7th, and March 16th. This is a meeting plus the budget workshops. Can I have a motion to accept that?
So moved.
Minutes, John, and second is
I'll second.
Nick. And roll call, please.
Trustee Mitchellwitz?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor?
Mayor Denine.
In favor. And before we go to item 19, does anybody else here have anything?
I actually did want to say something. George Pratt passed away yesterday.
Yes, I can.
He served our village for many, many years. His services, there's service, not service, but viewing, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Thursday from 3 to 6 p.m.
thank you.
at Brennan Dolls.
Yeah, it's definitely an end of an era. Sad news for the village.
And on record, thank you to him. for
Absolutely.
all of his
Thank you for his
service.
service.
Absolutely. The only thing I had to add for, as far as service goes, I wanted to take this time, not at the beginning when we were doing the swearing-ins, but Swearing in a new justice, we also have to say goodbye to a retiring justice, and Rebecca, the Honorable Rebecca Hout has been serving the Village of Altamont for 30 years as a justice. So we want to thank her, of course, and if you see her around town, please, give her a little shout out and say thank you, or just say congratulations to her, because it was she did a lot of work for the village, and we really appreciate all that she's done for so many years. So we thank her for that.
Here, here.
Here, here. 19 is consider a motion to adjourn. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Nick, and second?
I'll second it.
I saw that coming, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And before everybody leaves, please stop and sign some paperwork for our clerk, Patty. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Questions?
Yeah, but wait, it's not off yet. Don't I?